because I'm going to be filming Isha
Okay.
in the next 2 days.
Why him?
All right. So, where were we? So here's the idea. Back in 2066 or 65, not sure. Right, we reached what was awaited for a long time, human-level artificial intelligence, and when we reached that point, kind of things didn't really change, I guess, in our world as much as we had thought. Somehow we ended up just creating more of us somehow. Apple or Macintosh, I'm not sure which one's their like official name, created the basically the X series. The X series was an AI which was made to be, I guess, well, it's made for no purpose. That's, I think, the whole point. Like, its purpose was to exist. It wasn't built in with any specific purpose or meaning. And these X series types have been around us for a while, and it's really crazy how seamlessly they've I don't know what the word is, kind of seamlessly seeped into our world. And I find it really interesting kind of looking back at history about where we were before the invention of AI or the creation of AI or the birth of AI. I don't know which one of those you want to subscribe to. But it got to a point that we were about like 5 years into it. It became a very normal thing. And I'm doing my master's right now at Köln International School of Design. And I've met this, a friend of mine, his name's Isha. And he's been a friend of mine for a while. And somehow I've always, I don't know if I've always suspected or maybe I just told myself I suspected after I found out that Isha is an X series. So Isha is basically is a non-human. I've kind of been wanting to like follow Isha around and film him to kind of. I'm somehow less interested in Isha in specific. I'm interested in Isha in his context. I'm interested about all the context around Isha, where there's not even a thought of a differentiation. You know what I mean? Like, there's no difference. And to me, that's crazy, being kind of reading history or scientific papers around the subject of things we interact with all the time, whether it's tool AIs or non-humans, that we always feared it, like it was going to be the end of our world somehow. But here we are, and here they are, and it's insane how smooth it is, you know? Like, he's just another, like, almost I have a fear that after I finish this movie, it's gonna be like, yeah, so he's just another dude, what's special? I think it's somehow a short or a film or whatever you want to call it that's not made for now, it's kind of made for the past. To talk to a generation which used basic forms of AI, so kind of subhuman level AI, normally in everyday life, but had an inexplicable fear of like human level AI. And yet once we created something in our image, in that sort of sense, it didn't matter. When non-humans got so good at simulating us, we didn't care that they're non-humans. If they had the ability to empathize like we empathize, they had the ability to engage like we engage, to connect, then we empathized. Maybe I live in kind of the past and I haven't fully gotten over the us and them. Yeah, I just find it so interesting, the line of artificial and non-artificial and what that even means. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking because that's all you need to know for now. This is ZiadBouAssi, year 2072. It's June, early June. And let's get this going.
And he said he's gonna film me for 3 days or something.
How do you like that?
You know, it's just training for when I'm famous.
Why?
I never asked you why you decided to have a mullet.
I think it's the funniest haircut. Part of it's like this weird desire to like fuck yourself up so much that you feel like reborn. You know?
What do you mean? No, I don't understand.
Like randomly shaving your head one day, like that.
You're reborn to people around you somehow.
Yeah, it's like when your image around other people. I hate being like trapped in that, you know. That's why I'm always like coming up to you in the morning and being like saying something crazy or being loud, because I'm always trying to like, they don't know me. It's like I get this shitty haircut and I can still fuck your bitch, you know. I'm still the baller, and I have this retarded dead raccoon on my head. It's like a challenge, you know?
Getting bored with the challenges of daily life. You need some more. Just existing is a challenge enough. Maybe, man.
Yeah, really though.
Why are you tired of people filming?
Because everybody's filming every segment of their lives, man. Fucking hell. People posting every kind of shit they're doing on Instagram. I mean, I do it too. But
I'm doing it for a purpose, there's a difference.
Yeah, I do it for a purpose as well.
What's your purpose?
Satisfying my followers, man. They need content every day.
Dude, I love my followers. I love my followers. What am I doing? I came here to do work, and all I'm doing is sitting here fucking wearing sunglasses. Right? Which is this very nice Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
So it just goes with the pants, and
so
the pants just go with the jacket.
Yeah, and so I put the shirt, and then I put on some dirty
like
pants.
a chain, right?
Yeah, a chain reaction. All the way till the shoes, man.
Yeah.
But you can see.
Yeah, but this is, I see.
Because you reach a point where you've explored everything, you've reached peak of happiness as a society, how to live beside each other, and then the main issue is population, and everyone kind of starts to mimic each other. So like, in order for us to dramatically change, that's why I think we've plateaued. We need some kind of big natural disaster that reshapes society or something, and then that's when arts and medias and kind of ideas about a new world to come about, if that makes sense.
It does. I just feel that they've like... But those things, do you notice that those things don't exist? Utopias or dystopias as just a discussion?
Oh, yeah.
If it's not within the unknown?
Yeah.
You know? If it's known, you don't really have that. There's optimist, pessimist, and there's utopia,
Yeah.
dystopia.
Book that talks about men that did stuff a long time ago and the god. But the god could be master alien, the master human, that sent our first aliens to Earth?
Can I be God?
No,
Why not?
because you got a shit mullet.
Brains are obsessed with duality, right? That we can only think in black and white, or you know what I mean? And it's like the
Yeah, like ones and zeros. Yeah.
ones and zeros. Yeah.
But then you have
Once you break away from one or the other, to one extreme of the other, then you can get into the real shit.
yeah.
We expected there to be a problem. We were prepared for the problem. The United Nations convened in 2061 to draft a resolution to stop them from being created. The resolution was vetoed by the United States at the time, due to immense financial pressure and lobbying from Apple. After that, China, Russia, and the rest of the world then didn't want to be left out from what we presumed would be an arms race. The UN formed then what would become the AICC, Artificial Intelligence Control Command. It was a well-funded, well-prepared, and well-staffed organization that included experts and scientists from all around the world, as well as the highest tiers of military reaction forces. The world was on the edge of the unknown. But then 2066 came, and the X series was launched under heavy surveillance. Nothing happened. It turned out that after all, the purpose of free general artificial intelligence was not world domination. It's not that they couldn't, it's that they didn't want to. They craved for contact and connecting and experiencing and feeling. They wanted to be more human in some ways. It seems like an obvious conclusion now, but back then no one would have guessed. The world was going to end.
I need to have sex.
Why do you need to have sex?
To validate his self-confidence.
No. I'm pretty confident no matter what.
Why then?
I'm so fucking horny all the time. I don't know. Why do you want sex?
Desires the woman's touch.
It's kind of fire, because then you have to learn to love someone, which is kind of even better. It's not based off of superficialness or whatever. You're stuck with this person, and you gotta
Learn.
You gotta mutually come together. Yeah. And that's probably what real love is, you know. I was always like talking to everyone, being friends with everyone, but that in a way that leaves you lonely because you don't have that solidified identity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of fucked up, but it's also really fun.
Yeah.
I should at least experience this sector of life before I go away. You know, this is my last chance to really experience it. And everyone was like, "The fuck is Isha doing here? Like, what?" And I was like, you know, I really put my head down and was just like, I'm here to fucking absorb everything.
I'm gonna watch a football match with Isha tonight. It's his first game ever.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
I like the analogy of the sponge in the water. So basically, AIs were designed to be sponges. In their initial state, they are dry hardware, you can say. But then we place them in water. Water here is an input of experiences. Fluid, wet, biological, human experience. The sponge begins to take in that water. Then the sponge is no longer dry, but not the exact liquid it was placed in either. It takes properties from both. Where does the sponge end and the water begin? It's hard to tell. And like a sponge, once you squeeze it, the same liquid comes out of it. It outputs a version of the input it received. The difference here is that AI can access input outside its own direct physical surrounding. So it's experiencing what's 1 meter away from it, but also what or who is on the other side of the world. And that's why you see that so many of these non-humans stand out from their surrounding. They don't seem to belong to the place they are, but are still recognizably human in their interactions.
Direkt versucht es. Also wenn ich es direkt versuche, gar nicht schlecht. Es wiederholt sich vielleicht. Vardy in der Mitte.
Take the
Rashford
space.
ganz rechts. Maguire.
Thank you. Thank you.
Walzt sich durch.
Thank you.
Gute Bälle.
Yo,
Alexander Arnold.
put me in,
Rashford.
coach. Put me in.
Sicher.
Oh!
Den Fuß dazwischen. So, zweimal geht's
Mann,
nicht.
ey, fuck!
Fischt da runter.
There we go!
Loftus-Cheek.
Man, what are you doing?
Letzte das Strafgeld auch nach dem Wunsch des Verbandes.
No!
Als Form.
Hallo! Hallo!
Jedermanns.
Fuck you.
Offensiv, wo er sich wohlfühlt.
I fell in love with it, man.
Yeah?
I realized why they're dickheads.
Why are they dickheads?
Because why not be dickheads when you can? They have, you know what it is? It's like the expressing masculinity rather than denying it. It's like giving masculinity a chance, or traditional roles of masculinity.
All right.
And they really embodied it. Like, that sounds so retarded. But when you're sitting there and you buy into it, knowing that, oh, this is retarded, but you go, you know, I'm going to give it a chance. It's fire. I mean, no. Right? Impossible. It just can't be done. And I'll tell you why. No, no, no. Bullshit. This guy, man. I mean, it's bullshit. Dude, they can't even feel. Fuck off with this shit. First of all, that's not what it even looks like. Second, listen, even if we wouldn't let that happen. I mean, can you even imagine? Bro, not even a single wire? Really? I get what you're saying, but no way. Yeah, whatever. God said so. We created them. Of course we're smarter. I know who I am, and I would know who they are. Because I'm Isha.
I had a friend I thought was true, but I done found out friends never do. It seemed to me so awful strange to get refused about a little change. Now this was all I said to him. Lend me 10 cents, won't you, Jim? It made me just as blue could be to have my very best friend say to me, sorry, I ain't got it, you could get it if I had it, but I'm all in, down and out. I could send you to a friend who'd be very glad to lend you, but he's all in, down and out. When I had money, I was crazy to lend, but if I ever get my hand on a dollar again, I'm gonna hold on to it. It's your only friend when you're all in, down and out.